Welcome back, JAGs. I'm Jordan Peters. On today's episode, we'll talk about the effects of long-term subs on campus and take a look at Instagram's new guidelines and more. This is JAG TV. It's one thing to have subs in class for a day, but some students have subs in core classes for much longer. Nick and Lennon have the story.
When the school year started, the campus was still looking to fill open teaching positions. About 5 teachers retire every year, and even now there are still currently 4 long-term subs on campus.
And this year we had about 30 new teachers, so sometimes teachers move on to different, they get promotions or they move to other schools, and then we replace them and hire for those positions.
Because their assignments extend over several days or weeks, subs in these positions must have additional qualifications.
Long-term subs have to be certified in a content area, so they either maybe used to be a teacher or they didn't want to teach anymore, and so they have certifications in a lot of different places.
Even with these qualifications and experience, not every long-term sub teaches the same way as a regular teacher.
I think, yes, it's a little tougher to not have a specific teacher, but we're still getting the same amount of stuff that the other classes would, just a little bit slower.
Since most long-term subs don't have access to the same tools to create lesson plans as regular teachers, most of the time they can't even make their own.
The lead teacher for the preparation. For me, it's Coach Solace. She's the geometry honors, and so she gives me the lesson plans and I just teach them.
And when it comes to grading, students have their own concerns.
It could depending on the teacher, like the way they teach. If some teacher or a substitute teaches differently from the last teacher or a substitute, then I think that could mess with how the student interprets things.
In the meantime, the campus continues to seek qualified teachers to fill in the roles.
If they are an open position and it's posted, that means people are applying for it, and once we find the right person who has the right skill set for Johnson, we move forward with hiring.
For JAG TV, this is Nick Trevino reporting.
If there is not a certified substitute available, the district is allowed to hire a sub that is qualified, but not necessarily certified. With more kids signing up for social media, Meta, Instagram's parent account, is starting to add new rules and guidelines. Juliet has more.
In the age of short-form content, it's not hard to find teens glued to their phones endlessly scrolling.
Ooh, like 5 or 6 hours a day. Ooh, like 2 hours.
In late September, Instagram parent company Meta put new guidelines in place for anyone under 18 who signs up for the platform.
I think parents and guardians should take advantage of any kind of help with regulating social media.
It's for Instagram to protect the safety of children, which I think what they're doing is pretty good in order to protect the safety while they're on the internet.
New and existing accounts for underage users are now automatically private. Screen time reminders, content warnings, and sleep modes from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. are also now in place.
It would probably be like posts of like people and their boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff.
Definitely. It's just like, I can't say it because PG, but it's just, there's a lot of inappropriate stuff on there, but it gets funny too because it's just like, it's everywhere now. Like it's on TikTok, Snapchat, everywhere.
And while parents have pressured Meta to be more conservative with what teens can access and how much time they can be on the app, kids haven't responded as positively.
They get bored or have nothing to do, so they like, who are they gonna talk to if they like can't use Instagram?
In the future, Meta says they plan to rely on age-verifying technology will be used to see who is actually an adult and who is pretending.
I think that's gonna work because like some people do look younger, so they could be like of age, like 17, 18, but they still look young, so the face recognition might be like, oh, you're still underage.
Now there's different ways that they can mimic that, but hopefully within the next upcoming months they're able to implement a different software that's going to regulate their face recognition for the person that's trying to go into that app.
The goal from both Meta and parents is to ultimately help the mental health of children whose life is online.
Some people do really care about the people that follow or how many people they have or how many likes they get.
The lesson of screen time is going to let them focus on other things, and it's going to help them realign their priorities.
In the meantime, attention to the mental health of teens continues to drive changes.
It's just more like the way we as a society or whatever like think about it, or the way we view our image on social media.
We are noticing changes in how students react to certain things.
For JAG TV, I'm Juliet Tapia.
And I'm Jordan Peters. To learn more, visit the Instagram Help Center and view the guidelines. Here's Ethan and Annika with JAG Sports.
What's up, JAGs? Welcome back to JAG Sports. This week we bring you a quick rundown of this week's action. This is JAG Sports.
Up first, we have water polo. They faced off with the Chargers, with the boys taking the victory 11-9. They also faced off again with Churchill to break the district tiebreaker, and they came out second in the district.
Next up is tennis. They will be competing at the area playoff today and tomorrow. They competed at the bi-district playoffs on Monday.
On Tuesday, our girls faced off with the Broncos at the Littleton Gym. The Jags won an exciting triple overtime thriller 21-19 at Ferris Stadium 2 weeks ago.
Homecoming week, the Jags returned home after a 3-game road stint and faced off with the Rough Riders for our homecoming game. The Jags started off strong on offense, scoring a touchdown with Bubba Johnson. Defensive struggles was the story of the first half, keeping the game at 14-13 with Roosevelt leading. With 8 seconds left in the half, Gabe Simpson took a kick return to the house, making it 20-14.
Coming out of halftime, Roosevelt takes back the lead 21-20. Midway through the third, the Jags start to pull away with the help of Sam Draper and Mikhail McCreary's interceptions, and the 6 total touchdowns by Bubba Johnson. And the Jags win the game 55-28. Tomorrow, the Jags play the Rattlers in our Pink Out game at Heroes.
That's all for this week, Jags. See you next time with more JAG action.
They're the place you go when you sneak out of class. But did you know that there's state guidelines for what they can sell? Thomas and Kellen have more about campus vending machines.
Students can find vending machines in 5 separate areas on campus, and according to Assistant Principal Steve Berg, NEISD and the state set rules for their use.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be some nutritional substance in there. It can't just be candy bars and things like that. There are requirements through the state and federal government that have to be met.
And that also means that the vending machines are not available during lunch periods.
I buy snacks like twice a day, like around after first period and towards the beginning of 8th period.
I like the vending machines here. They be selling some good snacks, but they're expensive, like really expensive. My favorite snacks probably like Funyuns or the Hot Cheetos.
When students buy snacks, the money that is made goes to the campus general fund and the company that manages the machines.
So the money goes back to the company, and then they write a check to the school, and we get a certain percentage of the sales. I don't know what the percent is that we get.
For JAG TV, this is Thomas Nova and Kellen Reyes reporting.
That's all for this week. See you next time, Jags.